Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Debbie from Debbie's World, and this is a Q&A video. I'm going to answer first of all the questions that were put on my community board on YouTube. Now I'm not sure, I may end up splitting this video into 2 or 3 parts, or I'm certainly going to film it in 2 or 3 different segments. So I've got about 8 questions that people posted on the community board, so I'll answer those first. So Fiona from Our Crazy Life Scotland said, or asked, I know you enjoy working from home, but was there something else you wanted to be when you were growing up? I always wanted to be a vet, but I wasn't clever enough, so I became a nurse instead. When I was growing up, I wanted to be a nursery nurse or a childminder, or something to do with children. I was brought up in a family church, and I had always liked looking after the children in the church and things like that, and I thought that's where my life was leading. But actually when I went on a placement at a nursery, I really didn't enjoy it, and it was completely different to what I'd thought. So then I saw a careers advisor, and just the normal ones that you get at school, and when I don't know if they still do it, but they did like a questionnaire, and you answer like the questions with agree and disagree and things like that, and it turned out that my top career was medical secretary. I went on my second placement that I went on was to do with medical and legal secretarial, and I enjoyed that much more. I'm an organised person. I like doing things like that. I like helping people, and so I ended up going to college to study secretarial and medical secretarial. I've actually ended up as a legal secretary, but the two fields are very closely linked, especially if you're in personal injury law, which is the department that I work in. I work in insurance law. So yeah, that's what I wanted to be when I grew up, but I do actually think that this type of career suits me much more. Sarah Faulkner says, I've just been watching back your old vlogs. Who do you watch to inspire and encourage you? I watch the lovely Jane Day, of course, every single week, who always has pearls of wisdom to share. The very first person I ever watched who always gets a mention was Tilly Cutler, and as a person who'd only just started Slimming World at 26 stone, to come across someone so full of enthusiasm and positivity and who the plan was working for, it really drew me into the YouTube community, and it really helped me those first couple of weeks finding Tilly and her vlogs. So I'll always have Tilly to thank for encouraging me on the plan and drawing me into the YouTube community. And latterly, more recently, I've been watching the Budget Slimmers, Kath and Laura, who really motivate and encourage, and how they've carried on against all odds is really encouraging to me. And also Kate SW, who I've mentioned, said that I inspired her, but actually watching her, who started at 29 stone I believe, and is currently in the 17 stone bracket, so that's nearly 12 stone she's lost. It's amazing. So yeah, as I said in my 10 Slimming World Questions video, as a target member and someone who's already been successful on a weight loss plan, I do still need to watch other people and be encouraged by them. So thank you to all those who vlog and share their journeys on YouTube and Instagram, because it still helps people like me. So Lana from Moon Chick says, I have 6 stone to lose. Sometimes it feels insurmountable, and yet it's nothing compared to what your challenge was. How did you keep focused and motivated? Was there any time when you just felt hopeless and like giving up? So I'll answer that in parts. So how did I keep focused and motivated? I tackled half a stone at a time. So I never set myself a goal of 15 stone to lose. In fact, being where I am now is somewhere I never dreamed I'd be. So don't think of that 6 stone, think of that next half a stone, and tackle it week by week, day by day, month by month. Look back on your achievements, make sure you've got your certificates up, make sure you've got, if you've got like a tracker, use your tracker or planner. Don't be so focused on that big number. Focus on making it a lifestyle. Focus on those new recipes, those new challenges like exercise and things like that, until it becomes a day-to-day life. So yeah, I just set myself small challenges. So I would set myself to, my club 10 was to lose 3 stone. Then my next challenge was to get under 20 stone. Then my next challenge was to get to 15 stone, which was my lightest recorded weight. Then it was to lose half my body weight, which was 13 stone. And actually, all of those goals were more than I ever imagined achieving. So I know it's different, everybody's different, but actually weighing 13 stone, I could have been quite happy staying there, but the weight continued coming off. So it's just about making it a lifestyle. And I know it's hard, and I know it's not ever easy. But yeah, and I still have to keep focused and motivated. You know, I'm still struggling now. So yeah, I still keep my storyboard on the table. I still keep vlogging. I still keep posting on Instagram and Facebook, just to try and keep that focus and motivation. And I still draw a lot of support from you guys out there. Was there any time when you just felt hopeless and like giving up? I have always said that I am not going back. So to be quite honest, I am not giving up and I am not going back. So I just keep saying that to myself. I just keep looking at my pictures. That I can be quite honest and say, because I have adopted this plan like it's a lifestyle, I have never thought about giving up, and that is quite honestly, that's quite honest with you. There's times when I have made a mistake or eaten over my sins or something like that, but I've always got back on it. And I think that's it's the language of yourself. Like, just because I've had an extra Kit Kat, I'm not giving up. Or just because I've had a holiday, or I haven't gone to group for a couple of weeks, which I've not done, but for example, don't give up. It's not giving up. As long as you go back to your previous plan, it's not giving up. You're just getting back on the horse, getting back on the bike, and that's the most important thing. I think another big thing about that might make you feel hopeless is when you see a gain or non-movement on the scales, and that's when you get out the measuring tape, or you get out the couch to 5k, or you look at YouTube exercise videos, and you look for other things to motivate yourself to continue your journey. So I hope that helps. Ruth from Ruth is 11/7 says, name one family future goal that you all will aim to do. We are still wanting to do more work in the house. We're wanting to do some work upstairs. And I think the other thing that our big goal is bringing this one up. So we'd like to raise Charlie to be our wonderful family dog. We'd like to be able to go out and about a little bit more with him, so holidays and outings, and open the world up to us as a family of 3. So that's our family goals, is to do a bit more work in the house, bring up a Border Terrier puppy, and just grow together really, and just continue discovering new things and new challenges and new, you know, holidays and things like that, and just enjoy life as a family of 3. Caroline says, or Caroline C, what's the most positive change you've made to your lifestyle since joining Slimming World? I would probably say the most positive is, there's 2 things probably, is introducing exercise, but achievable exercise, like walking the dog. And when I say walking the dog, I don't mean just walking to the nearest patch of grass. I mean doing a proper 20 to 30 minute walk twice a day. And also introducing things like going to the gym and couch to 5k, and things that I can keep up for the rest of my life. And the other change I would say is the cooking. Cooking and making recipes and being more confident in the kitchen. So just get those recipe books out, get out for a walk, and those 2 things I believe have helped me maintain a positive outlook on life. So Kirsty from Karum Rum says, what would you say is the single best thing about getting to Target, and would you ever consider being in the Slimming World magazine? So the best thing about getting to Target is just the sense of achievement, and the 3 weeks, the free membership of Slimming World. But it's not easy. It's far, far from easy. Being at Target, you know, you only get a £6 range, which is not a lot when you think about it. But yeah, the sense of achievement in losing over 15.5 stone and being a Target member is, yeah, it's nice. And also having a little bit more flexibility, but that's a bit of a double-edged sword as well, because you can go too far with the flexibility. But knowing that I can have a second healthy extra B if I want to, or additional healthy extras, or just a little treat now and again is good. And about the magazine, I have submitted my story 2 or 3 times, and I haven't been taken up to be in the magazine. So it's not about me wanting to be in the magazine, it's whether Slimming World want me in their magazine, to be quite honest. And I'll be quite honest and open and say I've submitted my story 2 or 3 times and I haven't been contacted as yet. But Slimming World did share one of my transformation pictures on their social media, and of course I did get into the next round of Woman of the Year, but unfortunately didn't get into the finals. So we'll see. Maybe I'll fill in the questionnaire again and see if there's any interest. So Andrea says, Andrea from Andrea Riley, why does Andrew never try some of the Slimming World meals which you cook? He's a very fussy eater. So he doesn't like a lot of fruit and veg, he doesn't like cheese, he doesn't like quark. He doesn't like spicy food, he doesn't like pasta or rice. And he's quite happy with his meals that he eats. So on a weekend when he's eating a fish finger sandwich, I can get something out of the freezer that I've already pre-cooked. And as you'll see, I made a cottage pie that was Slimming World friendly, and he will eat something like that. So I might try and find some more plain recipes that he will try. If anyone's got any suggestions, then I'd be glad to hear them for things that you make for a fussy eater. Would you ever become a consultant? I think primarily it's a money issue. Obviously, we've recently bought a puppy who is behind me, which by the time he's had his operation that he needs to remove him of his testicles, and the fee that we bought to the money that we paid to buy him, by the time we've paid all that out, it's probably about the same that I would have to pay for a Slimming World franchise. So I can't afford it at the moment, and also I work full time, and it's a time issue. I would want to be able to give my members the support they deserve. So I don't think I have the right amount of time, and also I want to carry on vlogging and things like that. And people, I know there's a couple of vloggers who became consultants and they're now struggling for time to YouTube. So yeah, there's quite a few. But yeah, I think that if I could have become a consultant and taken over my Thursday group, that was the time to do it. But unfortunately Alfie passed away and we got Charlie around the same time, so there's no way that I could have afforded to pay for the Slimming World franchise as well. And the final question in this segment, we are already at 18 minutes, is from Carol Brand. Is there anything that you can't eat? With Carol, it's liver. So I think the only thing that I really don't like are sprouts. I don't like kidney beans really, although I haven't tried them for a while. I don't tend to eat things like feta cheese or sushi or a lot of fish. But again, it's more about being brave enough to try them again. So I'm sure if I ever visit Jane Day in Nottingham, she'll get me trying sushi and a lot of things that I'm not brave enough to try on my own. But yeah, I'm a lot more open nowadays to trying things. I like a lot more spicy food than I previously thought. I like a lot more fruit and vegetables. Something that I've only tried this week is persimmon or Sharon fruit. That's only took me 2 years to try that. But yeah, there's nothing really that I probably wouldn't eat a lot of liver. don't particularly like mussels or oysters, but then again I've never really tried them. So yeah, it's about being more open to trying things, I think. But yeah, I think I'm going to leave it at that for now, and I will come back in another vlog and answer. I've got some more questions on Facebook and Instagram, and the questions when I asked for questions on one of my vlogs last Sunday, I think. So I will come back another day and answer some more questions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.